here, but talk a little bit, if you would, about dealing with that, because a lot's expected from a Kentucky basketball player, but again, you're a local guy and friends and neighbors and all that, family.
There's a standard here at Kentucky, and that's to be the best, and that's to want to be the best. So being a local guy, I feel like growing up, you kind of understand what the assignment is, but it's new territory at the end of the day. So now we're learning, and as long as we all have the same mindset of winning number 9, I think we're in a really good shape.
What's the most impressive thing that you've seen in these early workouts and practices so far?
I think just how much we've gelled together in the short amount of time we've had together. I think we've gotten a lot better, and I really think we have 12, 13, 15 guys that could really start any game, to be honest. We all have skills that we're really good at, and we always push each other to be better every single day.
Classes are about to start, so the burner is getting hotter with, balancing both basketball with classes. What are some things you're doing to help yourself through that?
Well, as being a student athlete, student comes first. So it'll always be to get my work done first and then get to the court, because if I don't have good grades, I can't play. So with classes coming up, that'll be goal number 1, and then goal number 2 will be on the court getting better.
Do you have a favorite moment in watching Kentucky basketball growing up?
There's a couple, but I would probably say one of my all-time favorites, because I was there to see it, it would probably have to be Justin Edwards' game against Alabama when he didn't miss. That was really, I could feel the energy in Rep Arena, but also, he had been kind of, on a struggle that year, and then just being able to see his growth throughout the year, it was, really, good to see, and how much the fans loved to see it. So that was probably a really cool moment, and another one would probably just be any game John Wall played in, because my favorite player, so.
Anything that you've learned about Coach Pope since you got here?
That he's more than just a basketball coach. He's been a real father figure. Always asks me about my personal life, and he's been very helpful with anything I really need.
You and Jasper both being local guys, and you look to next year's classes. Stokes and Kinney, and they're both Kentucky natives. Just what can you kind of say about the development of guys in the state recently?
I think we're producing what's needed to be produced. A lot of people say that Kentucky doesn't produce NBA talent, and I think the 4 of us were some of the 4 best players in the country. So I think now we're starting to get rid of that narrative that Kentucky doesn't produce talent, and now people are starting to see, if you're from Kentucky, as long as you want it, you can go get it.
Did
How are
you
you going
ever
to feel
get to
about
play
putting that
against Trent?
jersey on for the first time?
You said, how am I going to feel? I'm going to feel great. I'm a local kid, and it's something I've always dreamt of. I feel like it's really going to hit me once I see Kentucky number 24 with Moreno on the back. I think that's going to be a real sentimental moment for me.
Absolutely.
I was trying to remember, did you ever play against Trent in high school?
I did in a preseason game, but it was a long time ago.
Yeah. What have you seen from him so far in these practices? A lot of people are buzzing about how
He's the best shooter. He's the best shooter in the gym. You could coach emphasizes on being there on the catch so they don't get a shot off. You could be there on the catch with Trent and he's still going to get a shot off. He's such a prolific shooter, and he's a good mentor. He's one of the returnees, so he's been really helpful on just the defensive side, and he's been a really good teacher.
What should fans expect from this team this year?
A lot of excitement. I would say they should expect a lot of a good attitude and a lot of really, really good moments from the team.
How's it been having Jasper by your side as somebody who's kind of going through the same experience as you as a Kentucky kid, now coming in as a freshman and playing for UK?
It's been great because, we can relate to a lot of the same things, and we're roommates, so we talk every day, and we're able to kind of just see the growth in each other and kind of just keep pushing each other to be better.
Is there a game on the schedule this year that you've got circled, any of them?
Always the Louisville game. That game's going to be crazy. I already know. I'd probably say the Indiana game too. We got to get our get back from what happened at IU with that buzzer beater. So. And one of my good friends, Trent, plays at Indiana, so it'll be really good to see him. And then kind of just any game scheduled. I mean, I love to play and I love to win, so I feel like that's my excitement this year.
Ask about favorite moments growing up watching UK. Is there a moment that you mentioned the watch shot? Is kind of other moments that stick out to you as like still hurts from watching that game when you're growing up?
Wisconsin Final Four, Jack Golke. I mean, the list could go on and on. There's a lot of hurtful moments out there, but they're in the past, and now we're in the present.
What about the positive ones? What are the ones that stick out that you remember?
And you shot the Harrison's when made. That was nice. I would say the Brandon Knight jump shot, that was really good. And then the 2012 Natty.
Yeah. How old were you? 22?
I was 6.
Okay, that's like prime, like getting you hooked age,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
He remembers how old he was.
I was 6 in '96, so it's
Yeah.
like perfect too. What's it mean? I know you've already been asked this. What's it mean every day you come in here, you're wearing the Kentucky across your chest? I know it has to mean something to you.
It means great. We're from the state of Kentucky. I'm a local kid. I'm from Georgetown, Kentucky, and I'm kind of just here to represent my city, but also just to represent where I'm from. My parents, they really instilled me on you should always love where you're from, and I mean being able to play for Kentucky while being from Kentucky is a great honor to have, and I feel like we have an elite list of players that have been from Kentucky, like Reed Shepherd and Rex Chapman and those kind of guys. So I think being able to be a part of such list has been it's been very honoring.
Do you grow up coming to many games at Rupp?
A little bit, yeah. My brother, he played high school basketball and college basketball, so I always put family first, and I would always go to his games. And then last year I tried to come to as many games as I could.
Awesome. Thanks, Malik.
And there's always going to be somebody who wants to come and beat us. It's like there's always going to be a target on our backs, and that's just the standard we have here. So we always have to come out ready to play and ready to compete.
Everyone we've talked to so far has said pretty clearly that the goal this year is banner number 9. You're a guy who has won a title inside Rupp Arena. You won the high school state title here. What has that kind of been like for you now that you have won a title in Rupp Arena as you go to chase another title?
The high school title, it's good to have, but I mean that's also in the past. And right now I'm really just focused on winning banner number 9. It's hanging on our wall right now because we understand what the assignment is here at Kentucky, and that's to hang banners. So.
Sorry if I've been asked this before, but the USA experience that you got earlier this summer, I know you didn't ultimately make the team and maybe got hurt a little bit there, but can you just kind of say us behind the scenes of that, what it was like to be around some of those other top players, but also get some extra coaching from Coach Pope and some other college guys?
It was a great experience overall. It was kind of almost like a cheat code with Coach being there, being able to get some a real look at how he coaches and being able to see what it'll be like when we come back, and also being able to play against other top guys in the country. It kind of made all of us a lot better, and kind of just got us a little more prepared for what's to come.
Was that the first time I guess you had gotten on-court instruction from Coach Pope then?
Yes, that was the very first time.
All right, what were your initial thoughts, or I guess how did it hit you the first time that you received it?
This is going to be such an easy coach to play for. He's a big teacher, and I'm here to be a sponge and just listen and kind of just take what he says and hopefully apply it to my game.
You get to have that experience with Jasper. How special is that, getting to play with a future teammate of yours?
It's great. I mean, we're both local guys, and being able to have our coach there at USA with us, being able to represent the country, but also being able to have kind of like that one-on-one time, it also helped out a lot. And Jasper's one of my good buddies now, so it kind of just made everything so much easier.
Your coach, Malachi, is a big, played in the league, obviously, and you know what he did here. How much does that help you as a player, because he can relate a little bit more to you?
It helps out a lot. When we do skill groups, he kind of comes down to where the bigs kind of work on their skills, and he's a real big teacher in it, and I feel like I've gotten a lot better just with my back to the basket play and also kind of being able to use my physicality to my advantage. I think he's been very beneficial with that.
You were talking about high school. I know it's in the past, but your experience there, you didn't run into a lot of guys your size like you are now, like you will.
Right.
Tell me about just adjusting to playing against bigger, stronger guys.
It's definitely been a different adjustment, but at the end of the day, it's an all mental game. There's always going to be somebody who's bigger than you, somebody stronger than you, but it's really about who wants it more and kind of just who wants to come out on top.
You were so unselfish in high school. You're always looking out for your teammates. Are you doing the same thing here? Can you do the same sort of thing here?
It's kind of one of those things I'm looking for. You know, coach, he loves a passing big man, and I feel like in high school I was more of a passer than a scorer because I always wanted to keep my teammates involved. So I think kind of being able to play here also kind of lets me take what I was really good at in high school and still add it to what I have here.
What's your confidence level been like? Do you feel like it's been building throughout these practices?
Yeah, it's definitely had its ups and downs, but I always try to control just the way I see the game and the way I hold myself accountable. Like, I'm here to get better. I'm here to win a banner, and I feel like my confidence is at an all-time high when I have those goals set in my mind.
Did it take a couple practices maybe for you to maybe hit your rhythm a little bit?
It definitely took me a couple of days, just trying to get used to the pace of the game and kind of the speed and physicality of what we're about to see. So that was definitely a new sight, but at the end of the day, like I said earlier, it's all about who wants it more, and I think that kind of having that in the back of my mind kind of helped me get used to it a little bit quicker.
How's it going against BG? How has that helped you?
It's been great. He's been a good teacher and a great teammate. He's been pushing me to get better every single day, and I feel like with the way we play, he's going to help me be a very successful.
There's kind of like a chain of events there, like BG got to learn under Amari last year. He's maybe taken on more of a leadership role this year. Can you just explain a little bit more about some of the ways that BG's been able to like help you get adapted to the college game and the idiosyncrasies of the way Pope likes to run things?
He's just been helping me with terminology. Like I said, you know, being a freshman, we don't understand a lot of the terms that Coach Pope says. So if I don't understand it, BG will kind of give me an example, and then he'll let me do it. And if I mess up, he'll teach me on it. Because, I mean, right now we're in a teaching period. So kind of just having that, like, mentorship as a freshman, it helps out a lot.
What Kentucky player from the past do you most identify with?
That's a great question. When I was a kid, I used to say Anthony Davis because we both had a unibrow. But I think now that I've got older, I kind of see more of myself. I'd say more towards, like, let's see, more recently. That really is a good question because, like, I mean, Willie Cauley-Stein, yeah, but when he was in college, he was a great athlete. So I think kind of being able to get to that point in my game, I think that'll be very helpful. But he's a great guy to look up to, and I mean, they were here last week, so he was also very beneficial when they were here.
How much did it help you going against those guys?
It helped out a lot. I mean, he was also a good teacher for me, and he's been through it. He's been to the league. He's played pro, so he knows like what's coming, and he knows kind of how to teach me on how to get ahead of the curve.
Coach said the other day that there were times he was telling us, we'll see you and say this guy belongs in the NBA, and then other times this guy's really got a lot to learn. I mean, is that the way it's been going for you?
A little bit, yeah. There's definitely been some ups and downs, like going through this summer. But I think as I've progressed and gotten a little like more aware of the terminology, I feel like it's gotten a little bit better and a little bit like more just second nature.
Any particular areas you feel like you've really progressed on so far through summer practices?
I would just say my physicality and just being able to be like more consistent with shooting. I think that's been my two main focal points this summer, just being more consistent and being able to hold my own in that level.
Has Pope talked about trying to use you in the like how he used Amari and Brandon last year and kind of?
Yeah, we've been working on it a lot and just being able to make those different reads and different passes, and he's been very beneficial. And it's like I said, it's a teaching moment right now in the summer, and it's been very helpful.
I guess kind of on that note, is there a three-point shot developing, or kind of how's that progress been going for you so far?
It's definitely in the developmental process. I'm tweaking a few things on my jump shot, but other than that, it's been going very well.
Did you hit one in the state tournament?
I did indeed hit one in the state tournament.
You did.
What are some goals you hope to like hit this upcoming season?
I got one goal and one goal only, and that's to win number 9, whether I play 5 minutes or 25 minutes. As long as we're winning, I could care less.
What was the minor injury you had at USA, and kind of how's everything since?
It was a minor hip strain, and you know it was a real tough decision, but I kind of just chose to come back here, build the team chemistry, and get healthy. And it's kind of going away now, and I feel like I'm able to move a little bit quicker, move a little bit better. After doing a lot of treatment and a lot of rehab on it, I feel like it's just gotten better and kind of just gone away.
It's been like, practicing a lot for the first time probably in your life against somebody as